In the trash can. These niggas been copping out this smoke. We done passed that. I'm tired of that hoe wanna hear her friend because her ass fat. My bro told him crack. I don't know why he did. Wish I was right there on that drill. I ain't seen my dog in a minute. Ain't gotta ask me switch the Glock. Just know that we.
What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be doing a reaction video to the Marines deployed to Los Angeles for ICE protest. It's getting kind of messy out there, chat. It's getting messy. But let's jump into this one.
Breaking news now at noon. California Governor Gavin Newsom has filed an emergency motion to block President Trump's deployment of military forces to Los Angeles following days of ICE protest. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News.
They got the whole National Guard out there.
At noon, I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Hundreds of U.S. Marines have arrived here in Los Angeles to assist the National Guard, but local officials insist these troops are not needed.
Our live team coverage continues this afternoon. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang is live in downtown Los Angeles with the latest on the protest and military presence. But we'll start with KTLA 5's Lauren Lisser with more on the governor's emergency request. Lauren?
Yeah, that's right, Glenn and Lou. New at this hour, we're getting word from the governor as well as the attorney general that they are asking the Trump administration immediately to be blocked in any expansion of the National Guard and Marines mission here in Los Angeles. Take a look. You can see the National Guard here behind me at the federal building. This all comes as the president takes credit for stopping violence in L.A. and says he told Governor Newsom this in a recent call.
Before y'all listen to the call, I don't say doing that will make it even worse than what it already is. Because now they're going to think that they can go against higher ups. Like, that's dumb.
Called him up to tell him, got to do a better job. He's doing a bad job, causing a lot of death and a lot of potential death. If we didn't send out the National Guard, and last night we gave him a little additional help, you would have, Los Angeles would be burning right now.
You are looking at last night's demonstrations in downtown L.A. California Governor Gavin Newsom with a very different take on things versus the president. On X just this morning, accusing the president of, quote, militarizing our state and provoking chaos, saying the additional 2,000 National Guard troops recently mobilized to bring the total of 4,000 will inflame tensions in L.A. The state already filed a lawsuit over the National Guard federalization and deployment, arguing it is unconstitutional. And now with the Marines headed to Los Angeles, the new legal action just coming down and being reported in the last hour. The governor...
They are setting fires and stuff. But this whole ICE thing is like OD. Like, this is really uncalled for.
A Pod Save America podcast interview recorded before this latest news saying that the president's actions should be concerning more broadly.
This is an act not just against the people here in Los Angeles, against the people here in the state of California, but against Americans all across this country, against the principles of our founding father that did not live and die to watch these authoritarian tendencies in action.
Recently, there's been a back and forth between the president and Newsom, with the president suggesting Newsom could be arrested if he interferes with immigration enforcement. Speaker of the House today asked on Capitol Hill if Newsom should be arrested. Here's how he answered.
That's not my lane. I'm not going to give you legal analysis on whether Gavin Newsom should be arrested, but he ought to be tarred and feathered, I'll say that. I mean, look, he's standing in the way of the administration and the carrying out of federal law, right? He is applauding the bad guys and standing in the way of the good guys.
Take a look over the weekend. You may recall Paramount was in LA County City where we saw protests that started in response to an ICE staging area near a Home Depot. Well, today a lawmaker representing that area of LA County in Congress, she expressed concerns over the president's rhetoric.
They're using words like insurrection. They're using words like invasion, because I believe this is their way to lay down the groundwork to try to have martial law and invoke the Insurrection Act. And I think that's a concern. And remember, this is an order not just for California, but for this entire country.
Chad, that's just going to make all the gangs in Cali come and unite. Like, that's dumb.
So you can see the very different rhetoric, whether you're hearing from Democrats or Republicans. This issue highly political. And back here on the ground in Los Angeles, we're learning from the Pentagon the cost of this, the National Guard and the Marines being sent here. The Department of Defense reporting it comes with a price tag of $134 million. That's the latest live here in downtown LA. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Chat, now taxes is getting raised. Comment down below how y'all feel about this. I don't know. I don't live in Cali, but it's like, come on, gang. This on call for, but we out. Shout out to that 1840 that's subscribed to me right now. We let vote to 2K.